little bit of fantasy football discussion. Let's get it going. Live again for your pleasure out here. How's everybody doing today, man? Let's talk some action in front of this Thursday night lights here. See what we want to do. Got a members only chat coming up in just a couple of minutes. So, wanna talk through everything with y'all and see where we're at. Here we go. All right, folks. PL, thanks for the roses out the gate, man. Appreciate you. Joshy, what's up, Joshy? Josh is saying, we've got traded Jamar for Amon Ra, Rome, and Derrick Henry. Yeah, I like this deal a lot. You got an absolute haul out of this one. I mean, you basically got Amon Ra is performing at a similar level as Jamar Chase anyway. You got a free Derrick Henry and a free Rome Odunze here. I love it. I love it. Pablo, who do I start tonight? Over Tet and Zay Flowers. Do I start Keenan over Tet and Zay Flowers? I would do it over Zay Flowers. Yeah. Like Keenan and Tet this week sounds like a good odds for me. Let's see. Let me hop on over here. Make sure I'm getting everything. Quivency saying, "Can you review my team?" Yeah, of course, man. You know what to do. You want me to break down your Dynasty team? You just head over to dynastypricecheck.com, get yourself a Dynasty Detox. If you want a live review, I'll do a live review for you. Just hop over to the website and give me your info, and just buy me a coffee, and I'll break you all the way down. Or you can just send a Galaxy like Matthew did last night. That was crazy. I say I am Sam in here. Give me one for each team's touchdowns anytime tonight. Ooh, that's a good one. All right, that's a good one. I mean, honestly, thinking at what we got going on tonight, it's going to be fun, right? We got Arondre Gadsden playing, but Minnesota, and I think you got to take a Jordan Mason touchdown tonight, even though Aaron Jones is coming back. And I think if I had to pick one for the Chargers here, I would be saying Keenan Allen. Nicholas says, "What's up, man? You're over on the tube that's made for you. Awesome. Good having you guys across platforms over here." Saying, "Would you trade Tez Johnson and a 27 third for Fannin?" Yeah, I mean, if it's a tight end premium league, I'm doing this for sure. Even if not, I think I'm doing it regardless. I mean, Tez Johnson's more of a rental right now. Outside of that, I don't see a lot of usage for him in the long haul here. Gonna jump on the Tez Johnson train, pin this comment up. If you guys are over on TikTok watching, appreciate you coming through. I can't pin your comments unless you drop a follow here. And since I'm juggling chats across platforms, would make my life a hell of a lot easier. So thank you guys in advance. I've got Fatty here. Fatty, god damn it. Saying Aaron Jones. Let's see. Aaron Jones or Tez Johnson. I think I'm going to lean Tez. I just want to see what happens with the touch split between Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. I don't know if this is like a full comeback for Aaron Jones, if he's 100% healthy, what sort of position he's going to be in. I would hope that we're getting a full workload, but to be frank, until I see it with my own two eyes, I don't know if I can give you the full buy-in yet. I got Bill or Mason here. I'm probably going to take Mason, honestly. I got Goddard or Johnson. I'm going to probably be taking Goddard here. His red zone usage has been impossible to ignore this season as a tight end. Let's see. I've got Gadsden or Pitts. I have Keenan Allen in the line. Yeah, I typically lean Kyle Pitts here, but to be frank, with the usage you've been seeing out of Arondre, I think I'm going to lean Arondre Gadsden here. All right. I'll take Gadsden over Hawkinson right here, 49ers. I see you asking and coming through. A longtime follower. Appreciate you, my man. Good to see you in here. Got Spence over here. Spence, what is good, my man? Spence is saying, I have Manungai and Brashad this week with Bucky and Gibbs out. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's buy Mageddon, guys. We got to be getting by with anything we got. And, I've seen worse. Believe it or not. All right, guys, appreciate you. I got Kristen in here. Kristen saying start 3, Cook, Henry, Dowdle, Swift. I'll go Cook, Henry, and Swift here. Kittle or Ferguson. I'm going to go with George Kittle. Nice little fun fact for y'all. You know, George Kittle has only had 3 games in his entire career where he's failed to put up a single catch. And in every single game afterwards, he has never failed to score at least 22 fantasy points. So if if history has taught us anything, it's that George Kittle is in for a massive bounce back game. Now, if this is the week that he ends up not delivering, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I hope history repeats itself, you know. All right, Jesus Riviera, Jesus out here saying Jones or Manungai. I think on that piece, if I had to pick between the two, I'm going to go Aaron Jones even without seeing the level of workload here, just because I think his upside is higher than what Kyle Manungai has given you. But that's kind of where I'm at. It's kind of where I'm at. AR, how are you, man? Guys, again, if you're one of the 150 plus over on TikTok, make sure you're following so I can pin your comments like this, make my chat a bit more readable. If you want to try to find me over on the T-Witch or on the tube that's made for you, probably going to be a bit better of a chat and a viewing experience, just a heads up. I've got AR over here saying, should I start Gadsden as a flex play this week, or Downs or Trey Tucker? I'd probably lean Josh Downs as my first choice here. My second choice would be Gadsden, so do with that what you will. All right. Thank you, Willis Lover, for dropping a follow over on the T-Witch. Glad to see people are finding me over on the Purple app. It's a great place to be. Better display, better chat. Just saying. If you're over here on TikTok, again, as I said, please drop a follow so that I can pin these comments. Make my life a bit easier for you guys. Try to answer as much as I can. Let's see what I got here. I've got Mary saying, should I start Kamani Vidal or Jalen Warren? It's going to be Jalen Warren here. I've got Megan asking Mason over Diggs in a flex spot. No, I would be going Stephon Diggs here, personally. That is the direction I would be leaning, Megan. On top of that, I've got JT asking Dak or May. I'd be going with Dak Prescott here. Dak Prescott. That would be me. That would be me saying it's Dak Prescott season. Okay? Okay. All right. What else do I have in here? I've got Rigged Monkey saying, "What's up, buddy? What's up, man? Good to see you. Happy to have you over on the T-Witch. I got JP the One coming in here. What's up, JP? How's everything been, man? Good to have you in. Thanks for dropping in on the Twitch over here. I've got Frick Rona saying, would you send Dart for Gadsden? I have Drake May. No, I think that's too much of a switch. Me personally, I'd rather just be holding there. But I think you could flip Dart for a better positional swap. Like, I think you should be able to get Tucker Kraft for Dart right now. And I feel a lot more confident rolling Tucker Kraft out on a weekly basis. Rigged Monkey saying, I got someone to do the trade after we did the breakdown last night. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Glad I could help you out. Guys, last night I was breaking down Rigged Monkey's team over here. If you're looking for a similar team breakdown, you can either hop over to my website and get yourself a Dynasty Detox, or you can just go ahead and donate and send your roster in through my website's Buy Me a Coffee link. I'd be happy to help you guys out. I've got Joshua over here on TikTok saying Gadsden or Andrews. I'm probably going to be leaning Arondre Gadsden there. I've got Explubo on the tube that's made for you, the Red app, saying Drake or May. Sorry, Dak or May. I was saying play Dak Prescott this week. I know Drake May is giving you great rushing upside, but Dak's giving you top 3 numbers this season, and I feel comfortable rolling him out on a consistent basis. Brady Anderson's over here on TikTok helping me out here. If you drop a follow, I can go ahead and pin your chat and make my chat a hell of a lot more readable across platforms. So that would be greatly helpful. Thank you, Brady. He says, start Hawkinson, Henry, or Mason Taylor. I would be going with Mason Taylor if those are all three of your tight end options personally. Just with Tyrod Taylor coming in here, I think that Jets offense is going to get a nice little boost. Nothing crazy, they're still the New York Jets, but I do think it'll get better. I got David over on T-Witch saying pick 2 Deebo Samuels. Well, since it's only one guy there, I think I'm going to go with Deebo Samuel. I've got Lad or Amika being asked on this side. I'm going to go with Abuka here. Mike Evans going down to that injury. You hate to see it, but should be wheels up for Abuka as if it hasn't been already this season. Frick Rona says, sorry, my internet's spotty. Did you answer my question? I did. I said I would lean. I said I would look for a better option when you're moving Dart. I don't think Gadsden's enough. I think you should be looking for like a Tucker Kraft, someone who is a bit more consistent on a weekly basis if you're trying to upgrade that tight end position. Him, Sam Laporta, something in that range. David's asking that. We got Super Squash over here on YouTube saying pick 2, Theo Johnson, Zach Ertz, Troy Franklin. That one for me is going to be Zach Ertz and Troy Franklin this week. Garrett is over there saying, should I trade Baker and Tez for Stafford and Wilson? I'm 3-4, and I have to use Flacco for quarterback this week. Baker and Tez. Yeah, give me Wilson here. Give me Wilson. I'm fine with tearing up and getting a better wide receiver at the end of it. I got Q over here pinned on TikTok saying Johnston or Ferguson at the flex. I would be going with Jake Ferguson. He is tight end 1, and I think you gotta just absolutely ride that here. If you're one of the 160 plus on TikTok right now, guys, do me a favor and make my chat a bit more readable for me, would you? Drop a follow so I can pin your comments. If you're over like Josiah or Aiden on the tube that's made for you, probably going to get a little bit better of a viewing experience and a little bit better question chat experience. So find me across the apps there. I got Josiah saying Jones or Mason as the RB2. Probably leaning Mason just ever so slightly until I see what Aaron Jones' workload is coming back. Like, if he comes back and Jones is the immediate takeover guy, then we've learned, right? But until I see it, I don't feel comfortable suggesting it for you. Outside of that, I got, Aiden saying, do I start Jordan Addison this week? In a vacuum, yeah. I don't know what your other options are, but I would assume during Buymageddon here, you probably need Jordan Addison to come through for you. And I think, as a 23-year-old wide receiver with 2 top 25 finishes already under his belt, and the multiple 100-yard games he's already been putting up for you this season since returning from the suspension, I got no issue rolling him out on a weekly basis. Not Tasty over on the T-Witch. Thanks for coming through, man. Hopefully I can earn your follow. Appreciate you dropping by. Says, would you start Deebo or Gadsden? Well, the real thing is I'm not 100% sure if Deebo's going to play, and that's the issue, right? So if we're having concerns about wondering if Deebo's going to get the start, then I'd probably lean Gadsden. Now, it does look like him and Terry McLaurin were both practicing, at least in a limited capacity today. Obviously, that is not necessarily the green light go-ahead, but since they do have until Monday night, I would assume he does get back in play. I'd probably risk it and roll Deebo, but that's just me. Carter's over on the tube that's made for you. Thank you, Carter, for coming through. He said flex Ridley or Gadsden. That one I'll go with Gadsden. Matt's saying they're both playing. Matt, are you 100% sure? They've for sure confirmed that. I was just checking earlier today, so I hope that's true. We've got SJC over here. What's up, SJ? Thank you for coming through on the tube that's made for you. He said, who should I flex? Evan Ingram, Keon Coleman, or Jalen Knoll? I would be going to Evan Ingram of this group. I don't think the other ones are a hell of a lot to write home about. If you're one of the 200 over on TikTok right now, guys, really hard for me to manage the chat if I can't pin your comments. So please go ahead and drop a follow so I can pin the comments, make my life a bit easier. If you're catching me over on T-Witch or on the tube that is made for you, a little easier for me to read your chats. I got Josiah saying, do I flex Dobbs or Mooney? Probably leaning Mooney ever so slightly, but to be frank, I don't like your options just in general. I've got Matt saying, I'm pretty sure Deebo's confirmed, but Terry was on the fence. Okay, I'll have to check that one. Mikey saying members only hype. Mikey is reminding us of a nice thing here, guys. I know we've got 200 plus in the chat over here. We are moving over to a Discord members only chat where you can post your rosters. We can break everything down for you. and have a nice little fantasy discussion. I can generate some trades for you guys. This is going to be coming up here in just 15 and a half minutes time over on the Discord. So if you're not already a member on the Discord, pretty easy to figure that out. Go over to the website that's pinned on my profile and click join free Discord. Keep in mind, the TikTok browser is not the best, so you will have to just open it in a different browser to complete the action. But you can talk to me on the voice channel one-on-one, and we can have a nice little convo before Thursday night football kicks off. Would love to see you guys there, and far better access to me for all your start sits and everything if you want to come through on the cord. SJC is saying appreciate it. Of course, man. Hopefully I was able to help you out. We'll be seeing you each and every day for these streams, so make sure you're subscribed over on the tube. I got Jake on the tube saying, should I trade Kamara now that Kendry is out? Yeah, I mean, I think Alvin Kamara is one of the best playoff schedules for a running back for fantasy. I mean, I'll just show you guys. I think I'll show it through Chris Olave here because it's nice and easy. But if we look down to playoff schedule for Alvin Kamara, you get Carolina, New York Jets, and the Tennessee Titans in the fantasy championships. Could not be asking for a better situation, honestly. So I don't necessarily recommend moving off Kamara if you're a contending team, just because I think he's going to be starting for you come the most important games of the season. Now, if you're worried about getting there and you got to juggle a lot in the meantime, you know, roster's getting thin, you got a bunch of buys and injuries, I understand exploring your trade options and, you know, hopping in the trade center on the Discord is probably a great place to start, help break down your rosters. I got Cam as a bucket here, funny name, saying, should I take Kendrick Bourne and Xavier Worthy for Keon Coleman and Troy Franklin? I'd take the Xavier Worthy side here pretty comfortably. I got Lynn over in the chat. What's up, Lynn? Lynn says Johnston or Robinson. I'm going to be going with Wan'Dale Robinson. I think Wan'Dale has been giving you a really solid production for the New York Giants so far. I am impressed with what I've seen out of Jackson Dart so far. Was not really super high on my radar going into this season. I didn't love his college prospect profile, so I had him ranked a lot lower. But to be completely frank with you, I'll admit when I'm wrong. I've loved what I've seen out of him. He looks capable of running an offense. The rushing upside is exciting. Like I think you gotta be encouraged if you're a New York Giants fan at this point. I've got Ramir on Tube made for you saying, would you start Dak or Dart? I would start Dak. I just think you're getting top 3 numbers out of him this season, and I don't just think, I know it. He's quarterback 2 for fantasy on this season. David saying pick 2. Debo, Shaheed, Terry McLaurin, Lad McConkey. Yeah, I'll go Debo, and I'll go Lad McConkey there. SJC saying, I got to start Alec Pearson, Troy Franklin. Yeah, it's a brutal By-Mageddon week. I don't think you're cooked necessarily. I don't have the rest of your lineup, but I'd be hoping you'll be able to keep it together. Of course, David, thanks for coming through, man. Always good to see you guys over on the T-Witch. I got Fintlock saying Juwan Jennings or Woody Marks. I'd be leaning Juwan Jennings there, man. What if I'm 2-5? Playoffs ain't looking that good. Yeah, if you're 2-5, Jake, then let's explore some offers. Go to a running back needy team, see if you can split the asset and get some stuff coming back to you. Can I go get DeAndre Swift plus Zach Charbonnet plus Stephon Diggs? Just start stacking players that you can plug into your lineup and give yourself a fighting chance here at 2-5. It's not looking fantastic, unfortunately. All right. I've got pick 2. Carter saying Nico Swift, DJ Moore, and Quentin Johnston. I'm in Diggs. I'm going to go with Nico, and I'm going to go with Diggs out of that group. I could see you playing Swift here, personally, but I lean a little bit on the wide receiver upside. If it's a full point PPR. Super Squash over on the Tube saying pick 1, Franklin, Mims, Noel. I'll pick Franklin there. Kittle or Gadsden, easily George Kittle. Guys, I was saying earlier, George Kittle has had 3 games in his career where he's never recorded a catch. His lowest fantasy points in the weeks after those 3 games has been 22 points. So I'm not saying that George Kittle's a lock for 22 points this week. I'm saying that's what history would be telling you, and it's happened on 3 separate occasions. So I'd probably take my odds there. Hopping over to TikTok here. I want to make sure I'm answering some of these questions. If you're not already following over there, I can't pin your comment if you aren't. It makes my chat a lot more readable with 200 of you in here. So please do me a favor and drop a quick follow. I've got Brock Butler saying, bro, I traded Kamara, Garrett Wilson, and Devonta Smith for Saquon, Roman, Ladd. Yeah, I like this trade. I like buying Barkley on the low. I know his performance for the first half of the season hasn't been everything we were hoping out of out of him, but I do think better second half incoming here. I would hope you're going to see a boost in performance here. I got Amanda saying, what defense should I pick up, Falcons, Bucks, or Packers? I would be taking the Packers defense most likely here. I've got Garrett Ness. What's up, Garrett? He's saying, Kenny Golladay, a starter sit. I mean, you're riding Kenny Golladay all the time, man. That's a nice little deep cut back. Who saw those rumors a couple of months ago? They were like, Kenny Galladay's back on the New York Giants training facility. Those made me laugh. They were like posting pictures from like 2020, whatever. Josh, thanks for coming through, man. Jaron, you too. Try to get to as many of these as I can, guys. Again, as a friendly reminder here, if you're not already a member of the Discord, I am hopping over to the Discord in about 10 minutes here to do a Discord members only chat where I'll be live just like I am now, but you guys can actually post your rosters in the chat and I can give you a live trade advice and exactly what I would do with them, how I would break them down, and what I'd be doing to try to win. This is going to be the best access to any fantasy football creator, I bet, out there, and it's entirely free. So if you're not already a member of the Discord, send me a direct message right now that says Discord, or simply hop over to the website that's pinned on my profile, dynastypricecheck.com, and click the Join Free Discord button, and I'll help you out in there. I've got Wandale or Diggs being asked over here. I'm going to lean Wandale Robinson just barely. Jake saying, I will be joining. I'm 2-5. Good, Jake. I'm happy to see you in there. Hopefully can help you as best I can, my man. SJC saying, is it over for Brian Thomas Jr.? Worth trying to trade or just hold? If it's Dynasty, you're holding and hoping for sure. I'm definitely not selling him low on value right now. If it's redraft, I wouldn't mind pivoting, seeing if there's anybody in your league that's willing to give you fair value for him. Maybe you can go get Tet plus Jalen Warren. I think that's a great package for you there. Kristen's saying start 3 over on this side. Start 3, Ibuka, Keenan Allen, Metcalf, Rashee Rice, Jordan Addison. I mean, great lineup here. I'm going to go Ibuka, I'm going to go Keenan Allen, and I'm going to go Rashee Rice out of that group there. I've got Conrad saying Goddard or Arondre. I'm going to lean Goddard here, just being used a lot in the red zone for the Eagles this year, so I feel confident on that one. L is saying, do I sit 1? Keenan Allen, Gadsden, and Golden. I'm probably going to sit Gadsden. I prefer playing the wide receivers here. I got L over on Tube asking the same thing. Keenan Allen, Gadsden, or Golden. I'm going to go Keenan Allen, and I'm going to go Matthew Golden playing on the outside here. I've got Sam over on TikTok saying Adunze or Sutton. I'm going to lean Cortland Sutton this week. He's just been a bit more consistent. I do think Rome has a more boom potential just in a vacuum, especially against the Baltimore Ravens defense that's been playing pretty abysmal. But, that's where we're at. Chris Herrera is over here saying, can I join you real quick? Well, guess where you can join me in 10 minutes, Chris? In a voice channel on the Discord to talk ball with me directly, one-on-one, have a conversation, submit your rosters. We can go through everything together, man. That is the best place to find me. So, again, if you're one of the 160 plus over here on TikTok, make sure you're following so I can pin your comments here. And then let's hop over to the Discord in about 10 minutes time. We'll be thrilled to see you guys in there. I've got Brennan over here saying, do I start Addison or Dowdle? I'd be leaning Jordan Addison here. I got B-Fish hopping in here, dropping the follow, understanding the assignment. Now I can pin that comment. Thanks so much. Saying DJ Moore or Garrett Wilson. It's going to be Garrett Wilson by a literal country mile. Let's see. You wanted to see do you think it's good I traded for Devon Achane? Yeah, of course, man. Devon Achane's a stud. I love him. I'm all for it there. All right, I've got Anthony in the chat. What's up, my man? He said, I got Ken Walker and Devon for Swift, Debo, and Mahomes. Did I win? I do think you won that one. I do think you won that one. I personally am loving what I'm seeing out of Devon Achane this season. And I think he's got all the upside in the world. All the upside in the world. I've got JP saying, yo, W Twitch. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate you coming through on the T-Witch, guys. If you haven't found me over there, that's going to be your best viewing experience by a mile. I got Sergeant Halo saying, full point PPR 2, start 2. Olave, Metcalf, Quentin Johnson. I'm going to go Olave and Metcalf here. Now, I will be remiss if Quentin Johnson catches a 50-yard plus touchdown for you tonight, and I'll say my apologies, Sergeant, but I think that would be my safest bet for you there, and I do like the upside of DK Metcalf's matchup this weekend. Appreciate you guys coming through. Should you drop Justin Fields, Aiden saying on the tube that's made for you? I probably would. I don't think he's going to see the field, or even if he does, not fantastic. JP saying, oh, I'm Randy. You're Randy and JP on Sleeper. What's up, man? What's up? Good to have some of the OG members coming through the T-Witch here. I got Anthony over on the TikTok saying, should I do Scattaboo for Saquon? I'll take Barkley. I mean, I still love Cam. I love Cam. You need to announce your Twitch streams? I will, man. I will. I probably should be putting them all in the Discord and stuff, right? Honestly, man, it's hard. It's hard. I'm trying to juggle everything all at once. JP, man, we gotta recruit some more moderators and some helpers here. If you want to help me out a little bit in the Discord, brother, and try to share some of the streams when I'm live, I'd really appreciate it. I got Ripsky over on TikTok saying Allen or QJ. I'm gonna go Allen here. I know I'm not in every stream, but I'll be in classes. I got you. No worries, man. Don't be scared. TV over on the tube saying Chase Brown or Jordan Mason. I'm gonna lean Chase Brown. Mainly just because I want to see what the Jordan Mason-Aaron Jones split looks like tonight before I'm feeling really confident again. But I'd like to see it. Last Vibe King over on T-Witch saying, should I flex Hawkinson or Diggs? I would lean Diggs. I'd lean Diggs, man. All right, back over to TikTok. Guys, over on TikTok, if you are one of the 150 plus in the chat right now, please drop a follow so I can pin your message here, make my chat a hell of a lot more readable for me. Would greatly appreciate it. Hard for me to juggle all the questions at once. If you're not already a member on Discord, we are hopping over to a Discord members-only chat in just under 10 minutes here. So this will be your best chance to ask me questions, submit your rosters, put everything right in front of me, talk to me one-on-one. So make sure you hop on it over there and are following along. I got Avery over here asking Aaron Jones or Monungai. I'm going to take Aaron Jones here just for the talent prospect, to be completely frank with you. I got Josh over here. What's up, Josh? Saying CMC for Javonte and Scattaboo. I'd be trading away CMC. I think no. I think I'm hard-pressed to move off Christian McCaffrey right now, and I know you're getting a good package there, and I do commend you for probably putting the deal together because I think you're splitting your asset and insulating yourself in case any injuries happen. But regardless of that, I think I'm just taking the risk and riding Christian this year. I got Dark Flare as a first-time chatter over on T-Witch. Thanks, my man, for coming through. Hopefully can earn your follow over here. He says, should I trade CD for Puka if I'm already cooked this week? Yeah, I mean, if you're already cooked, that's a fine trade. I think they'll perform pretty similarly for the rest of the season now, but I do prefer Puka just ever so slightly, right? So if you have the capacity to do so and you're already cooked, yeah, punt the game, take the upside of Puka. I like making that move. Jake saying start sit flex over on the tube. He says Judy or Hunter. I would be going Hunter Henry probably, but I don't like it. Do you have any props you like tonight? Also a lock for anytime touchdown? Yeah, Sergeant Halo. If you're not already in the Discord, man, I actually have a full props section that'll give you breakdowns on everything. It's called Over Under Achievers. And we also got a props page under the announcements. So go check it out over there, man. There's a few for tonight that I like, and there's a ton for the weekend that we can help you out with. We've been doing pretty well, too. I would say like at least 7 of the 10 are hitting most times. We got our man MJ Walsh over there running a lot of the props, and he's killing it. What do you think about my trade in the league? Yeah, JP, which one did you do? The one from earlier today? Sorry, I got so many leagues I'm in these days, guys. Hard for me to track everything. But JP, I did see you cranking a trade earlier. Sergeant Halo says, is the Discord in your bio? It should be. It should be. If it's not, Sergeant, just go literally my username, Dynasty Price Check. Just type in dynastypricecheck.com. So the exact username.com. And on the homepage, there's a big button that just says join free Discord. That's your best access to me. Super easy. Super easy. I've got Lemon Lime over here saying, hey, man, Jalen Warren or Brees Hall in the flex this week. I'm going to be going Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren this week. I want to see more out of this New York Jets offense under Tyrod Taylor here before I'm just giving my go-ahead. I got Jahames over there saying Sutton or Rome. I'm probably, like I said, I'm going to lean Sutton here. I'm going to lean Sutton. Ellie is saying, should I drop Spears or Coker for Flacco as a backup quarterback? Yeah, I'm fine taking Flacco for Coker. I mean, that doesn't really move anything. I'd like to hold Spears for the receiving upside, and in case anything happens to Tony Pollard, that's probably where I'm landing on here. Over on TikTok, I'm going to pin a couple of these comments. Guys, I can't pin your comments unless you're following, so make sure you're already following along here if you're one of the 150. We got Diggs, Dowdle, or Addison. I'm going to be going Diggs, and I'm going to be going Addison. JC over here is going to ask Wandale or T. Higgins. I'm going to be playing Wandale Robinson here. SC is saying ASAP, start Quentin or Judkins at the flex. It's going to be Judkins by a mile there. I love what I'm seeing out of Quinshon Judkins, and you can't get me to start Johnston over him. It's just not going to happen. I got Nicolas saying Pittman and Pollard for Flowers. No, I'm going to hold Michael Pittman here. I mean, Michael Pittman alone is outscoring Zay Flowers, so I'm totally fine just rolling with it. I got Trilich saying, is Vidal a start? Yeah, probably during Mageddon right now. While you got a bunch of guys out, I'd be totally fine playing Vidal. I'm playing Vidal in several leagues this week. All right, guys, like I said, if you're one of the 160 plus over on TikTok, please make sure you're following, or I can't pin these comments up here. Hopping back over to the tube that's made for you. I got Lemon Lime saying, thank you. How do you think Aaron Jones will do in his return? Well, look, to be completely honest with you, I'm having a hard time gauging what the Aaron Jones level of involvement is going to be because I don't know if he's, 100% healthy and they're going to give him a full workload, or 2, if it's going to be a similar usage to what we saw before the injury, which is where Jordan Mason was getting a lot of the early rushing downs and Aaron Jones is being used highly on the outside, designed wheel routes, screen plays, more use in the passing game. Now, personally, I still think the passing game is exciting for Aaron Jones. Gives you that PPR upside that we're all looking for at the end of the day. However, I'm tentative about his return tonight. I want to see if he's ready for it. I want to see what the workload looks like, and then I'll have a better gauge for you guys going into next week. LD Pod over here on TikTok is saying, do I start Diggs, Wandale, or Dobbs? I would be starting Diggs first, then Wandale second, then Dobbs third. That would be the way I have it ranked right now. LeBron's over on the tube that's made for you saying Allen, Bowers, Rico, or Dak, Ferg, Henry, and Godwin. I don't know exactly the context of this question. Is it 4? You said or. Is it 4? I would do the Dak and Ferg side. Give me the stack, and I'll take Derrick Henry for a bounce back second half of the season. Just hopped in. Start Jordan Mason tonight. Potentially, if you need to. I was just talking in general. I'd like to see everybody's rosters. Speaking of seeing everybody's rosters, we are hopping over in 5 minutes time to the members-only chat on the Discord. If you're not already a member on the Discord, guys, please go ahead and hop over there so that we can help you guys out, break everybody down, and that would be the move. You're going to get the best access you can to me over in the Discord. We can break down rosters and talk one-on-one. And then you don't have to battle with 150-plus people in the chat over on TikTok and plenty of others on the Tube and Twitch. I've got ZXXD saying, just put my picks in. Keenan Allen and Addison, 5 receptions. McConkey, 4. Herb, 250. JJ, how we feeling? I like that. LeBron, sorry, I already got you, LeBron. I'm going to hop back over to TikTok here before I get to Chase Wallace over on the Tube that's made for you. I've got A. Jones, Spears, or Manungai. I'm probably going to be going Aaron Jones there. I'm on the Discord. No one is responding. They should be responding, Nico, and I will be in there in just a moment to talk with you guys one-on-one, my man. So get on in there, and I will absolutely help you out. Ross said some trades that went down in Bravo. Could you review them? I'm happy to, man. I'm happy to. He's referencing Bravo as my listener league, so that's going to be one of the best places for a bunch of action all season long, guys. And on top of that, would love to have more leagues spinning up this offseason like we will. And so if you're not already a member of the Discord, that is how we're going to spin them up. I've got Sarah over here saying, let's see. Sarah is saying, what else do we got? Oops, sorry. Sarah's saying, should I start Kittle or Kincaid? It's Kittle by a mile. Kittle by a mile here. I think huge bounce back game for George Kittle, and I would be taken. I've got Nycombe Town saying, can I join, please? Of course you can join. We'd love to have you in the Discord. That'll be the best place to talk one-on-one with me in the voice channel. Way better than what you're getting at the experience here. Send me a direct message that says Discord or hop over to my website that's pinned on my profile, dynastypricecheck.com, and you will get access to the Discord immediately. I've got Luis Hurtado over here saying Scadaboo or McConkey in the flex. I'm going to be going Scadaboo. I love what I'm seeing out of him, and he is giving you a very consistent amount of production here. Guys, if you're one of the 150 over on TikTok and you're not already following, please drop a follow so that I can pin your comments, make my life a hell of a lot easier. I'm going to hop over to the tube here for Chase's question saying Vidal, Dobbins, DK, or Flowers. I'd be going DK and Dobbins as my top two here. I've got Ramir over on the tube made for you saying Gadsden or Debo. I'm going to be playing Debo Samuel there. Debo Samuel. I got Pollock over here. What's up, Pollock? I'm Polish as well. That's lovely to see some heritage in here. Ladd or Addison. I'm going to lean Ladd McConkey ever so slightly here. Dark Flare saying, should I drop Travis Hunter for Gadsden? I wouldn't. That's a little bit aggressive for me. Debo for ET. I'm guessing that's Etienne. I would take the Etienne side. Will there be a Discord only today? Romeo's asking. Yes, sir. We are doing the Discord only in 5 minutes, Romeo, right before Thursday night football here. So if you're one of the 100 plus over on TikTok right now, please migrate over to the Discord and hop in the members only chat. It is in the DPC live chat. Be nice and easy to find us in there. We've already got our mods in there helping everybody out. Make sure you hop on in the DPC live hangout, and you will have untethered access to me, far better than what you're getting on this stream right now. We can just talk one-on-one, have a nice conversation. It'll be fantastic. I've got Stone over here saying Chase Brown or Jordan Mason. I'm going to lean Chase Brown. I got Cole saying Keenan or Wandale. I'll go with Keenan Allen for the night. I'll go with Keenan Allen for tonight. I do expect Keenan Allen to have another good game here, and he has been just putting up volume and numbers for you guys. Jordan Johnson saying, you feeling Ladd or QJ tonight? I started QJ last week, and Ladd gave me more. I'm riding Ladd right now, personally. I like what I've seen out of him recently, and I do think Quentin Johnson is a lot more of just a more of a deep boom-bust threat, kind of similar to Jameson Williams. That's why I prefer just the target volume that I hopefully am getting out of Ladd or Keenan Allen right now. Guys, if you're one of the 140 plus over on TikTok, please drop a follow so that I can pin your comment here. And in less than 5 minutes now, we are going to be heading over directly to the Discord to do a members-only live chat. So if you're not already a member of the Discord, please join up nice and quick, and I can help you out here. You can go over to the website that's pinned on my profile, dynastypricecheck.com, and click the Join Free Discord button on the homepage. That is going to be the best way to find me. Or simply send me a direct message here on TikTok that says Discord, and I will send you an invite link as soon as I'm switching over here, and you can join, post your roster, get your questions answered. Esme's over here saying, should I start Rattler or Wentz? I'm in a 2 QB league. I'd probably lean Rattler just ever so slightly, but at the same time, Wentz has been giving you decent production here. I wouldn't overthink it too much. Evan Smith saying Wandale or Gadsden. It's going to be Wandale for me, brother. It's going to be Wandale. Johnny Closter over here is saying Monungai or Aaron Jones. By hell, I totally get it. I'd probably be leaning Aaron Jones, even though I haven't seen the workload we're going to get out of him yet. I'm really hoping it's not on a super limited snap count, but that's the direction I would be leaning ever so slightly. Are we starting Keenan? We are. I feel pretty confident starting Keenan Allen based off what I've been seeing at him this season, giving you a high percentage of target volume regardless. I mean, look at here, guys. The lowest targets he's seen in a week is 7 targets, and even on the weeks that, you know, he's had a slight dip here, like, a 5-point performance or an 8-point performance, the volume's there for him, you know. Guys, this is about it for me. I'm going to be hopping over to the Discord members only chat any minute here. So if you're not already a member of the Discord, please hop on over there right now. Send me a direct message that says Discord, and I will get you in. If you're over here on TikTok, please drop a follow so I can pin your comments, make my life a bit easier and the chat more readable. But again, I will be live later tonight breaking down after the Thursday night game. But your best access to me is right now for the next 45 minutes before the game kicks off. I am live in the Discord on a voice chat with you guys where you can submit all your questions, send your rosters in directly where I can break everything down, tell you who I'd be starting, who I'd be trading, everything. This is your best access, I promise you, and it's entirely free comparatively to battling with 170 plus people in the chat right now. So this is your final warning. We're moving to the Discord in 4 minutes time. If you're not already following here on TikTok and you're one of the 170 out there, please drop a follow right now. Let's get it going. Let's make sure you guys are keeping up to date with everything going on here, and I can help you out as much as possible. I've got Nick over here saying Allen, Pickens, or Addison in the flex. It's going to be Keenan Allen for me, and then George Pickens would be my two choices there. We've got Vidal or Dowdle. I think I'm leaning Vidal just barely because I expect him to have a bit more of a workload than I expect out of Rico Dowdle tonight. I do see Mason Taylor, or sorry, Jordan Mason or Vidal. Probably also going to be leaning Vidal just slightly with Aaron Jones coming back. I do have Ramondre Stevenson or Aaron Jones in here. I'm going to be going with I'm going to be going with Ramondre Stevenson here. The workload you're getting out of Ramondre Stevenson is wildly frustrating to Travion Henderson owners, myself included. But with all that being considered, it's impossible not to play him right now. If you're over on TikTok, guys, I cannot pin your comments unless you're following. So please do me a favor and drop a follow. Make my chat a hell of a lot more readable with 150 of you trying to get my attention all at once. Outside of that, I am moving over to the Discord in 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes. So if you're not already a member of the Discord, you know exactly what to do. Click on the website that's on my profile, dynastypricecheck.com, and click the Join Free Discord button. If you're in the live chat in there, I'll be able to get to you in a far more expedited process and even break down your rosters live for you. I got Megan saying Waddle or Tez. I'm going to be going with Jalen Waddle, even though the Miami offense has not been looking its best. I've got Aiden over here dropping the follow, understanding the assignment, saying Hawkinson or Mason Taylor. I am going to be going with Mason Taylor. I've already talked a bit about Aaron Jones tonight, passport travels. I think I'm tentative. I want to see if he's used more in the passing game or in the rushing game. I do expect Jordan Mason to still take the lion's share of the starting down touches. I got Tim over here saying pick 2, QJ Pickens, Debo, Waddle. Yeah, if I'm picking 2 out of this group, I'm assuming this is Quentin Johnston and not Quinshon Judkins. If it's Judkins, I want Judkins. If not, I'm going to go Pickens, and I'm going to go with Waddle. JP is saying, do you think Henderson can be good in the future? Yeah, of course. I mean, I thought he was one of the top running backs in college football. I expect him to be good in the future. I just don't necessarily think he's going to be as productive in the short term as what you've been seeing out of Ramondre Stevenson to start here. All right, guys. 1 more minute, and I'm moving over to the Discord. This is your final warning. This is your last chance to hop in the Discord and catch me on the live chat in the Discord for the next 45 minutes. With way more access to you, boys. So if you're not already a member of the Discord, hop over to the website and join the free Discord. It is the best place to be. It's pinned on my profile. If you're listening on TikTok and you're one of the 150 plus and you're like, wait, I want to show you my roster. I want you to make trade advice for me. I want you to help me with everything before Thursday Night Football kicks off. Well, then get on in there. Send me a direct message right now. It says Discord. I will send you an invite link as I'm hopping off here, and make sure that I keep you guys completely in the loop. JP is saying congrats on the pod, by the way. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate you, JP. We've been working hard to launch the Dynasty Trade Titans show over on YouTube. It is a full, long-form episode every single week with a fantasy creator like myself, giving you guys access to exactly what we are doing in our leagues, who we're trading for, and reviewing your guys' trades that are coming through the Discord. Again, that is your best place to be. Discord is getting full. Lovely, Mikey. Lovely. Thank you, Mikey, for giving me the heads up, man. We are hopping on over to the Discord in about 2 minutes. This is your last chance. If you're one of the 110, make sure you're hopping on into the Discord. Send me a direct message that says Discord. I'll send out some invite links before I'm off. 5 more questions real quick here on TikTok, and then I'm moving. We've got Logan over here saying, crazy one, trade Sutton, Scat, and Brees for Amon-Ra, Travis Hunter, and Dowdle. Give me Amon-Ra. Give me Amon-Ra here. If you're one of the 120, I can't pin your comments if you are not following. So make sure you drop a quick follow here, and I can help you out. I got B. Tittle saying what? Saying Jaylen Warren and Saquon, Jaylen Warren or Saquon. I'm going with Barkley here. I do like what I'm seeing out of Jaylen Warren, but it's not enough to get me out of bed in the morning here. I'm going to go ahead and mute, see my page here. Get out of this live. You are not here for it. We've got a Freak TGP saying Vidal or Kamara. What do we think? I'm going with Kamara here. No Kendre Miller now. Absolutely the direction I'm leaning. Alex over on the tube saying DJ Moore, JCM, Gadsden, PPR sit 1. Going to be going JCM and Gadsden here. I can really not trust DJ Moore right now. All right, last few questions, guys. Last few questions, and then we're going Discord only. Dart or Herbert? I'm going to lean Herbert. Chase Brown or Kamani Vidal? I'll go with Chase Brown this week. And Savannah, last one, saying Gadsden or Goddard. I am going to be going with Dallas Goddard. Okay, guys, that'll be about it for me here. Greatly appreciate you guys for coming through. If you're not already a member of the Discord, I am hopping over there right now. Send me a direct message on TikTok here. If you're listening here that says Discord, I'll send you an invite link so that you can post your rosters, and I can help you through the next 45 minutes up until we kick off for Thursday Night Football. If you've been following along over on the YouTube or the Twitch, same thing. Make sure you check me out across platforms. Hop in the Discord. Be happy to help you even more over there. Thank you, guys, and don't forget to check me out every Wednesday on San Diego Sports Radio 760 on Wednesdays. If you're a member of the Discord, I stream it through the iHeartRadio app in there, and you can still catch my Thursday Night Football locks, everything I'm doing in all my leagues, the trades I'm making, the guys I am fading, and everything else football. Thank you guys for your continued support. If you think TV's overrated and you like the radio, then you know where to catch me. And I'll see you in the Discord in about 2 minutes. Send me a direct message right now if you'd like access to the Discord-only members chat. I'll be in the voice channel just one moment. Thanks, guys, so much for your support. Make sure you drop a quick follow here on TikTok if that's where you are checking me out. If you're over on the YouTube, make sure you drop a quick subscription, and you're on Twitch, that as well. Thank you guys for coming through, as always. I'll see you for a game recap tonight on Thursday Night Football game recap later on TikTok here and across all platforms. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you soon.